I know you had some things and dealings with the Suge TV series and stuff like that.
That's what I was going to get into.
Okay, cool.
With Rick and myself, we negotiated with Lionsgate, Enroll, Rhinestone for TV deal, a motion picture for Suge, and when the pandemic came, they had to take a pause with reference to his TV show, because at that time also in UK, companies wanted to buy the catalog, but because of financial issues and who owned what, it didn't happen. Yeah, it didn't happen.
And so I always know, because I understand that was one of the deals that WAC 100 and him had in place, where they had started bumping heads.
Right.
Because I knew you and Rick had a deal, and Rick and his attorney had a deal.
Right.
And you was like, here's the paperwork.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly true.
So I remember all of that going on.
Right.
So I know that you were very instrumental at the time on helping Suge get that movie deal and TV series deal, and until those things fell out. Deal? They didn't pan out.
It never went through.
Because, like I said, the pandemic hit, and then things lost. Well, what is you and Suge's current relationship after that? Because I know he dealt with David Kenner.
Where's had a attorney-client relationship.
Got you. So still good.
Right. Yeah.
Because I know David Kenner held a civil judgment on the case. Yeah.
Well, I never met Kenner, but I knew who he was.
Correct.
I mean, if I saw him, I knew who he was. But I didn't know him. I had never interfaced with him. Yeah. Right. So, but I understand that he did a lot for Suge.
Two-way street, but yes.
Yeah, two-way street.
Just like myself.
Yeah.
A two-way street.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, how I got in the entertainment business is that I went back to school. SC Law School had a program on entertainment law, intellectual properties, loan out agreements, recording contracts, and all that. So I took all those courses, and then I made a movie with Melvin Van Peebles called Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song.
Okay.
And that was in 72, 72.
And that was his son is.
Yeah, right. His son was 7 years old.
Yeah, at the time.
And Melvin was living on an apartment on Gordon Street, right off of Sunset Boulevard, and that's where we edited the movie. And we four-walled it. By four-wall, what four-wall means is that you buy the theater. You buy the theater, you rent the theater out, and all those receipts come in as yours. So that's called four-walling.
Oh, okay.
So, and Melvin did a movie called The Night the Sun Came Out with Godfather, but he was such a militant person that the industry, they were scared of Melvin, man. They were scared of Melvin. They didn't want to do anything with Melvin. Yeah.
Well, so it appears that you have worked with a lot of people. I also remember you working with the gentleman Minor, the guy that
Ricky Minor.
Ricky Minor.
Yeah, Ricky Minor. But before that, the person that I worked with, and man, that meant a lot to me, and he died just recently, was Clarence Avant.
Clarence Avant,
the
Black Godfather.
Yep. I met Clarence.
The man behind the man, we used to call him back in the day.
I met Clarence in 1972, and how I met him, I was representing Denise Nicholas in a television series called Room 222.
222.
Mm-hmm. And during the hiatus, she was doing a movie in Arizona with Fred Williamson, and she dated Grandma's Hands.
Oh, yeah, Grandma's Hands.
Yeah, and he went there and beat her up.
Fred Williams?
Yeah, not Fred Williamson. The singer. What the hell? I got a mental block.
Yeah. The one
Who
we were
sings
just talking
Grandma's
about?
Hands? You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
yeah. I know you're talking. Well, I know the song from Tyler Perry show.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, it was before your time,
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
I
I know
would
from
think
Tyler
you'd
Perry
remember.
show,
Well, to make a long story short, I called Clarence. I said, hey, Clarence, would you, I hadn't met him yet. So I
Okay.
said, Clarence, will you accept service? And I said, I'm going to file a lawsuit. Bill Withers, that's what I'm thinking
Bill
about.
Withers, yes.
Against Bill Withers because he beat up Denise. So he said,
That's right,
he
they
said,
did.
yeah. He said, Rick,
Lean on me.
he said, let me get back to you. I said, okay. So 4 or 5 days, he called me. He said, hey, Rick. He said, I'm inviting you up to my house for a wedding. I said, who's getting married? Denise and Bill. That ended the lawsuit.
That was it.
They go to lawsuit.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I need me a lawyer for Gangster Chronicles. I want to sit down and talk. I really do. Me and Norm, we ended on a bad note, and I had 50% of Gangster Chronicles. I got the contract, the whole nine, and pretty much walked away and didn't want to argue and didn't want to go back into what you doing? What you doing? Am I talking too much or something?
No,
All right, don't
I
move.
thought
like
you was
that.
over it. Last episode, I'm over Norm. I ain't talking about Norm
I am
no
over
more.
it, but shouldn't I move my money?
So anyway, let me finish the story with
Come on,
Bringing
let's
up,
go,
man,
Chris.
you bringing up stuff for a nigga that's judgment proof.
What Clarence?
He's
so
judgment
Clarence,
proof.
so Clarence, and after that became good friends. So we used to meet at Mercedes Beverly Hills with Andre Dawson,
Okay.
who
Baseball player.
who took Andre in like a son,
Okay.
because Andre's wife died when his two twins were born, and Clarence helped him out a lot.
Really?
But we used to meet for lunch. At his office and go to dinner all the time. So, I mean, I talked to Clarence all the time. As a matter of fact, I did a record deal when he was with Motown, President Motown, that he signed his artist up, but they didn't sell 2 records.
Man, wasn't that sad how his wife died? Oh my God.
Well, in the middle of the night, she heard some rattling coming from the backyard area. When she went to investigate, opened the door, this guy shot her. He had only been out of prison for about 3 months. He was out on parole, and he shot her. Normally, Clarence would have gone to the open door. Yeah,
but he was
right.
out of town or something.
No, he was asleep.
Oh, he was asleep?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because it happened in the middle of the night.
And he had a guard, too.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened where that son of a bitch was. But, yeah.
Wow.
But Jackie was a fantastic human being.
She appeared to have been
and she
great.
did a lot for the black community, man.
Yes.
She set up
She was an Asian
all these.
lady.
Yeah, she did a lot, man. And she was a very interesting, talented lady. Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful.
You go a long way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long way back.
He's been in there. He did both. Like I said, he's one of those unique situations where he did criminal
Yeah.
and.
Well,
and,
I would tell you, on
entertainment.
Thursday nights, it would be Johnny, Charlie Lloyd, another criminal lawyer, and the Sentinel sports
Danny
writer.
Bakewell?
No, the
no,
Sentinel
right.
sports writer.
Okay.
And we used to go to the sports arena on Olympic Boulevard to watch the fights.
Okay.
And we met Cassius Clay, so who later became Muhammad Ali. But then we became friends with Cassius, and we used to go visit him when he lived in Hancock Park.
Okay.
He used to do all these magic tricks and stuff. But he was a very interesting guy. He was a really, really nice man. Yeah. Muhammad Ali, he really was a nice guy. Yeah. But he liked women.